by that statement. I literally do not know what else to tell you. Like, I don't know.
If it's multiple guy friends, is it possible you're just terrible at picking friends?
Jesus Christ, how's this guy real?
How's this guy real? Interesting.
This guy has the exact wrong opinion on every single matter known to man. Holy.
And I bet this dude thinks that he has the... Wait, what did he say? Let me make sure.
Exact wrong opinion on every single...
And I bet this dude thinks he has the exact right opinion on everything that he says.
...matter known to man. Holy shit. Victim blaming done with more finesse than a heart surgeon performing a transplant. Good fuck.
That doesn't even make sense. What finesse? What victim blaming? Okay, here's the analogy that we need to start using. Okay, here's the analogy that we need to start using, since the money argument, the rich guy argument, is a meme. Okay, I was thinking about this when I was coming home from the gym. So, victim blaming. Yeah, no. So I was thinking about this when I was coming from the gym, and stay with me. Okay, I want to know if it makes sense. The way... Did I crack my phone? Oh, no, it's a camera. Sorry. Imagine, like, a car. Okay? You're a driver. Okay, you're a driver of the car. Everyone always tells you to put on your seatbelt. It's more safe to wear a seatbelt while you're driving. Okay? Now, you're like, nah, fuck that. Okay? And there, people say, put on a seatbelt because you're driving. Because people might hit you, you might hit people, but people might also go out of their way to maliciously hit you, to purposely hit you. Okay? And you're like, nah, people shouldn't, because, you know, they love the word should. People shouldn't just hit other people. I'm not going to wear a seatbelt, okay? Then someone goes out of their way purposely and maliciously hits you, okay? You die as a result because you were not wearing your seatbelt, okay? I'm not saying that it's your fault that you got hit. I'm not even saying it's your fault that you died. But you did not take all the necessary precautions to keep yourself safe, knowing that getting hit or hitting something is a possibility, right? It's the same thing. I'm not blaming you, but that doesn't take away the fact that there are different actions that you could have taken that would have protected you, right? Those are the same things. It's literally that simple. We look at every other part of life like that, and then people all of a sudden act like rape and sexual assault is completely different. Okay? It doesn't make any fucking sense. There's absolutely nothing wrong with looking at things and saying, oh yeah, I could have done this and or I should have done this, right? There is nothing wrong with saying that. We don't do that. We don't have issues with that in any other regard. This nigga put a cap on my fucking head. That nigga's such a bitch. Then you got this nigga is a beta ass cuck. This motherfucker is a bitch ass nigga. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you want to talk about virtue signaling? Like, the second video that he made, oh my god, it's so cringe.
If it's multiple guy friends, is it possible you're just terrible at picking friends?
Terrible, uninformed take by room temperature IQ.
And I've said it before, and like, I'll say it again. In 24 years, I have never been told, like, I'm not saying that everyone has said that I'm intelligent, okay? I'm not saying that. But I've never been told that I am unintelligent. I've never had a person in 24 years tell me that I am an unintelligent individual. Not only unintelligent, I've never heard average IQ, and I've definitely never heard room temperature IQ, which is him basically calling me retarded, by the way, like, by definition. So, because anything under, I think it's either 80 or 75 is pretty much retarded. Like, you cannot function as a human being at that point, okay? I've never had anybody say that, and yet in 5 months, room temperature IQ, exactly. And yet in 5 months, I've had so many, like, not, like, I mean, I guess it's a bunch of people. I have 60,000, almost 70,000 followers, so I guess 100 people telling me it is whatever. But it's, like, I don't know.
Take by room temperature IQ. The audacity you have to call out a victim and blame them for not being...
And see, exactly, it's the same, oh, it's victim blaming, it's not. Right? Like, and I mentioned this in one of my videos. It's like, why do you idiots need to hear me say that bad people doing bad things is bad? I'm glad that we can agree upon that. I'm glad that we can agree upon the person committed a crime, they should go to jail. Okay, cool. How does the conversation move forward from there? How does the conversation move forward from there now that we're on the same page? Because there's no more conversation after that. You can't just say, oh, what's up, Angelita? Yeah, you can't just say, oh yeah, people shouldn't rape. No shit, dumbass. And then like I remember in the live that I was in last night, I was like most heinous crimes are committed by people with antisocial personality disorders, because people with antisocial personality disorders don't see things, like don't see being wrong, or like, so like people, so for example, people with sociopathy can acknowledge what is right and what is wrong, but they don't feel remorse, so they can easily choose what's wrong. Psychopaths don't even have an understanding of right and wrong. They don't even, do you see what you did was wrong? No. Like they literally cannot process it. So you can't just say people should or should not, because there will always be people who do things that go against the social stigma. So it's not just should or should not. Like that doesn't fucking matter. It's literally not important, because these people choose to do what they want to do anyway.
Being able to pick out predators.
So what you can do is do things to keep yourself safe. These are the same dudes that say teaching and they, exactly, they think that murder is pretty well known as wrong. Someone shouldn't have to denounce all evils to make a statement. Like like why do you need to hear me say, like, okay, hey, by the way, just so we know, everyone, we're all on the same page here, guys. Bad people do bad things, okay? Even good people do bad things, which I don't really like. I don't really like that argument, because they're like, oh, so you're trying to say only bad people do bad things? Yes. Because if you're a good person, you're not going to do, like, when I say bad, I mean like awful things, right? Like if you're a good person, you're not going to do awful things. Mother Teresa's not going to go out and rape someone. Martin Luther King Jr. is not going to go out and rape someone, right? So yeah, bad people do bad things. That's why they're bad people, because they do bad things. What? I would say the opposite can be true. Bad people can do good things, I agree. But good people cannot do bad things, because they wouldn't be good. I don't know what to tell you.
When the reality is that predators.
Oh, hold on. And one more point.
For not being able to pick out predators.
I don't like this point. I don't like when anyone makes this point, right? What's up, Johnny? I don't like when anyone makes this point for one main reason, okay? Because this insinuates that the people who are actually good at masking, and when I say masking, I mean like they're actually very, very good at hiding their intentions, hiding who they are. Again, that's mainly only people with antisocial personality disorders, okay? So in order to have people mask from you successfully, there's only two possible outcomes. They're just really good at it and you'll never find out, or you're really bad at picking out red flags. How many times, let me ask you a question on God, like honestly, how many times have you ever seen a woman, like let's say she's interested in a man, not even as a friend, but like romantically, sexually, whatever, right? How many times have you ever seen a woman be interested in a man and she actively ignores red flags? She will actively say to her friends, or maybe even to herself, oh damn, this insert trait here, this kind of red flaggy, but I'll ignore it. How often have you ever heard something like that happen? I'm not saying that men don't do it. Men do it all the fucking time, right? But generally, men don't have to be in physical fear of their girlfriends, because males are larger than females, right? So the problem is that, and even people with ASPDs, they're not perfect at masking. There are things that you can pick up on people. It's actually pretty easy to tell very quickly if someone's a generally good or generally bad person. They make the whole trends on TikToks about accepting red flags. Exactly. Right? So, this light needs to be further back, honestly. So, like, I don't know. You can read, there are general signs that you can read. You can pick up on people. You really and truly can. Like, if I think about the worst experiences that I've had with my friends, and like my friends just doing some fucked up shit to me, compared to what I would argue most other people have, I don't have that many, because I'm good at picking my friends. I'm actually good at not picking shitty people. Either that, or shitty people know to stay away from me. Those are the only two options. And you can say it's anecdotal. Fine, I'll accept that. Yo, Malti 1337, appreciate the follow.
When the reality is that predators are often wolf in sheep's clothing, do you think they just walk?
If it's a wolf in sheep's clothing, okay, fine, let's say that. If it's a wolf in sheep's clothing, hold on, no, I remember what it is.
And say, "Hi, I'd like to be your friend. One day I'm going to SA you." If it was that easy, do you think women would become friends with predators? You should be embarrassed to have posted that video as confidently as you did.
I'd do it again, you fucking cuck.
I'd like to be your friend one day.
Wolf in sheep's clothing. I think in his next video he was like, I remember this. Hold on. No, there was a point that I wanted to make because I did make it in one of my videos.
Male friends.
Because she's terrible at picking friends.
Her. Yes, apparently, trusting people is the same as sticking a fork.
Yes, literally. Trusting people is what gets you hurt. Correlation is not causation, so the correlation is the fucking trend. Like, yes, the only way that people can hurt you, okay? Because if you want to look at all SA cases, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's like 80% of them are from people that you know, okay? And that's not even necessarily people that you trust, because some people you don't have a choice but to trust, right? It's like if you're a child, right? If you're a child, you have no choice but to trust your parents. Trust your family members, your teachers, your elders, right? You don't have a choice. But obviously, like, again, he conceded it in this video. We're talking about friends, okay? You choose your friends, okay? So
her. Yes, apparently, trusting people is the same as sticking a.
yes. So if you're trusting people freely makes you an exactly. So if you're trusting people freely, consistently, like, and you're getting hurt, you're just giving your trust to the wrong people. You're giving your trust to the bad people who, again, do bad things, right? I'm glad we can agree. So yeah, it's the same fucking, like,
a fork into an outlet over and over again. So
people you know can hurt you the most. Simon. Oh, I see. I thought that I read that differently. Like, I read it perfectly, but I read that whatever. Simon Ghost Riley. Oh, Ghost. Wait, why'd you put Riley in quotes too?
E1277. What is your solution? Should women stay inside?
And like, this is the most pathetic ass. This is the most pathetic ass fucking straw man I've ever heard in my life.
Is it women's fault for even going outside? Should women just avoid interacting with any men at all? Just ignore all men? Because I think men should learn not to rape.
Like, you are such a virtue signaling beta cuck motherfucker. Like, I promise you this will not get you laid.
Is in response.
I literally had that argument when they brought up children. I said they don't have a choice, right? Like, he's taking what you said to the extreme rather than considering what you said. Yeah, because he's a fucking a male feminist. He's a fucking disgusting beta cock.
Should women
like, what's the like? Hold on, let me answer his question.
Should women stay inside? Is it women's E1277? What is your solution?
The solution is not just women, obviously. You teach people how to be nicer and kinder. I'm sorry. Wait. Let me back up. You teach not just women, but you teach men, males and females, especially when they're younger, how to learn to give your trust to the right people, to not be deluded into wanting to be friends with someone or wanting to be with someone for the sake of just being with them. Okay? Teach people how to not give their trust so freely. To teach people to understand that there are people in the fucking world who will hurt you. That's the alternative. Where's the confusion there? What is how does one give trust to people properly? I'm not sure that I have an answer for that one, honestly. He's taking what you. I literally just TBH got you reacting. Yeah, amazing how stop making bad friends goes to LOL stay inside. We're not talking about family members. We're not talking about children. We're not talking about coworkers. We're not talking about bosses. We're not talking about people in power abusing their power to people lower down, right? We are talking about what the original comment was. And the original comment was about a woman with her friends. Stick to the subject. I've noticed this for a while. I've noticed this since I was a child, honestly. But in order to argue against me, people always just take what I said and then they have to change it. They cannot argue against me on my points. You need to socialize your children young too, because then they're more likely to be a decent person. Yeah. Why do people end up like this? Why do you think people end up like this guy? I made an argument about this before, but I think people, I don't know about this individual, but I'm just speaking in general as I normally do. I think people end up like this guy because I blame single mothers. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna. I blame single mothers, and the reason why is because if I were to make the claim, women don't know what women want in terms of like relationships, right? Would you agree or disagree? Okay. I would say obviously it's not a monolith. There are exceptions to every rule. There are some women who know exactly what they want, but I would say generally, at least 65% of the time, right, that women don't know what they want in a relationship. Okay. Or slash women don't know what they want in a relationship, slash they do know what they want, but they will not act upon it and they will not speak upon it. They will say that they want something different than what they actually want. I would say that 65%, at least 65% of women fit into that category. Okay. So with that being said, due to, you know, divorces and children out of wedlock and kids being raised by single parents, single mothers have most of the parents. Or, I'm sorry, single mothers have most of the children. Okay. So with my last statement being said, women don't know what they want, or they know what they want, they're not going to speak upon it or act upon it. They teach their boys, they teach their young, oh yeah, this is how you treat women, this is what you do to talk to women, yada yada yada. And so they grow up and they turn into these beta fucking cucks, right? They turn into these beta cucks because their mothers taught them this is how you talk to women, this is how you get women, right? So they turn out like this. I would argue most people who turn out like this are not were not raised in a household with both both parents. Because like I mean, children aren't stupid. If the mom's like, "Oh yeah, this is how you get a woman," and the dad acts nothing like that, then the child's not going to listen to that, right? But when you have no masculine figure in the household to counteract what the mother might be saying, then you end up with shit like this. Like shit like this is quite literally like you just want to you just and I promise you, there's another video. Actually, I'll skip straight to that second video. There's another video where he proves that it's about him. He needs to build himself up to make himself look better, right? So because he needs to build himself to look better, he has to put down other men. So think of like a male pick me, right? Hold on. Sorry I'm late. Yeah. Okay, Liz, I got you. Do you think you can teach rapists not to rape? No. Or at least masculine male models, role models. I had a single mother, but I had my uncle and grandfather. Getting women to like you is easy as fuck. You don't need to be a male feminist. And so here, let me show you the second part, right? Let me show you what else he did. I didn't even notice it until I watched it for a second time.
It's absurd that you actually believe that you understand male friendships better than males. If women
What a surprise. Tony disregarding a woman's opinion with no valid basis for doing so, other than the fact that she's a woman.
You're right. Like, for once, you're right. I'm going to use the exact word.
What a surprise. Tony disregarding...
I'm completely and utterly disregarding her argument simply because she is, and I don't think she's a woman, by the way. Someone told me recently that she's 15. So that's not a woman, that's a female. So that's a girl. So I am completely and utterly disregarding this female's opinion because she is a female. Why? Because I'm not going to listen to a female about how male to male interactions work. I'm not going to believe that you think that I think that she understands my interactions with my male friends as a male better than she does as a female. I'm not going to sit there and entertain that idea. There's no possible way that makes sense. Just like I literally said, I would never say that I understand female to female interactions better than females. In my original video that I stitched to Abby, or maybe it was the second one of the two. I made a no, it wasn't to Abby, it was the original video. I made a generalization. Wow, that's crazy. A generalization isn't saying that I know female relationships better. And also, if women have told me that's how female relationships work, some of them, then I'm going to believe them because I will never be able to witness a female to female interaction. They will never communicate the exact same when I, a male, am around. I don't understand what's so fucking hard to understand about that. Why was it this video that blew up? I don't know. This fucking beta cuck disgusting motherfucker. I would suck a dick and bet that this nigga is in Abby's Discord. I would bet money. Anyway. No, she's just a rose. She could have a degree in male friendship. Like, even that's something different entirely. But, someone stitched my other video once, and then more people kept stitching it, and then Abby came back to the OG video and then responded to that. That shit blew up. She got like 100,000 likes on that in like less than 24 hours. It blew up. Good for her. I mean, she's still an idiot. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. She's still a fucking moron. But hey, good likes.
A woman's opinion with no valid basis for doing so, other than the fact that she's a woman.
Like I just said, I cannot believe you are actually defending the fact that a female knows male-to-male relationships and interactions better than a male. I cannot believe you're defending that. If if that doesn't give you pick me energies, I don't know what will.
And doubling down with somehow a worse argument that if women understand both male and female friendships, women must not be oppressed.
I stand by that, by the way. If you know so much about interactions and how we tick to a degree that you completely comprehend our interactions on the smallest level possible, then how are you oppressed? What a stupid fucking argument. How can you open your mouth and fucking say that, bro? How dumb do you actually have to be?
I can say unequivocally, without doing an ounce of research, that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of women who understand male friendship dynamics better than you do.
I would even concede that point. There are exceptions to every rule. But guess what, you fucking moron? How many women are in the U.S.? There are 167.5 million females in the United States. Let's take he said hundreds if not thousands. Let's take the highest possible 1,000 number there is, okay? I'm gonna pull out the fucking calculator. Fuck. Do you see this number, chat? That is 0.597% of America. And that's the highest 1,000 there is. Not 999,999 divided by 167.5 million is 0.6%. Congrats! 0.6% of the female population knows male-to-male interactions better than me. Thank you for proving literally exactly what I'm saying. Like, how you are not a real human being. There is no way you legitimately believe the things that are coming out of your fucking mouth. You are so unbelievably either stupid or you're just pandering. It's not 0.6. No, it's 0.006 as a decimal. But as a percent, you have to move the decimal place over. Because it's a percentage. Right? Like, I'm not thinking about that backwards, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Because
as the decimal, yeah, it's 0.6%. That's what I was saying. Yeah, it's 0.6%. But 0.006 as an actual, like as the actual value. But that means nothing to me. I need it as a percent.
Actually, a lot.
So, like, there's no way this dude's a real human being. This is the most disgusting beta cuck motherfucker imaginable. Like, it's cringe. Like, actually.
Of high-level disciplines that include women than you do. Because there are actually a lot of high-level disciplines that include women that study this, and your anecdotal experience of being a man literally means nothing.
My anecdotal experience of being a man, okay, has nothing to do with the amount of knowledge that I would know about man-to-man interactions.
Because there are actually a lot of high-level disciplines that include women that study this, and your anecdotal experience of being a man literally means nothing. So
because there are, again, who said it earlier? Jalen, okay? Give him the million, okay? So because there's no way there's a million women who study this shit, okay? But like, let's be real, okay? There's no way there's a million women who are trained and actively researching male-to-male interactions, okay? But let's assume that there are, okay? If you have 1 million women who are studying this, that means that you have 0.6% of the population who are actively studying this and know it better than I do. Fine, I'll concede that point. So what you're saying to me is, because 0.6% of women are studying male-to-male interaction, that means that I, as a male, now get to say nothing, and women know everything more than my interactions, right? Is that what you're saying? So does that mean that there are more men in science overall, to my knowledge, right? So because there are more men, that means that there's also men who probably study female to female interactions. Does that mean that now that because a small proportion of the male population gets to do that, that now I get to speak on how females interact? And logically, the percentage would be higher than 0.6, because if there's more men in science, the population of men is lower. So if there's more men in science and the population of men is lower, then that means that the percentage is higher than 0.6. So technically, my opinion is more valid than yours. How fucking stupid do you have to be to say this shit out loud? Would he say the same thing if he comments on a woman's issue? I bet if you look on his page, he's telling a man he can't talk. I agree, he probably is. He says there's a lot of high-level women that study male friendships. I'd like to see how many women are actually studying this. Exactly. And it's man.
Absurd that
Is a 15 or 16-year-old Abby, is she one of them? Is she like the world's smartest person and she's out there fucking studying, doing science, or is she sitting on TikTok complaining about the patriarchy that doesn't exist, that she can't define?
Thousands of women who understand male friendship dynamics better than you do, because there are actually a lot of high-level disciplines.
You know how you can tell he's a beta cuck? Remember how I told y'all earlier that you can read people? Between body language, what they actually say, facial expressions, even though I'm probably autistic, I can pick up on a lot of these things. Look at the way his eyebrows are. His eyebrows are like, I can't do it because I don't make that fucking face. But you know, like the puppy dog eyes, where you're like kind of feel bad for someone, like. This shit right here. Look at his eyebrows. Remember this photo. Remember how this looks.
You do, because
It was right there.
women who understand male
Even
better than you do.
right there. You see that? Do you see the difference there? Right? It's something that's done to garner sympathy when you feel sad, okay? These male feminists don't have anything going for them besides being beta cucks. They have to say things that women would absolutely love, even though these niggas never get laid, okay? Like, this shit doesn't actually work. They just think that it does because they've been fed bullshit lies, okay? So you can tell a lot by actually looking at them and actually reading them. I promise you can.
Because there are actually a lot of high-level
right there too
disciplines that include women that study this, and your anecdotal experience of being a man literally means nothing. So take it from a man who's done quite a bit of...
Wait. Everyone, turn your volume up all the way. I need you to listen to this. This nigga has removed ribs from his body so he can suck himself off. Okay?
Literally means nothing. So
wait, are you about to say, wait, is he invalidating a black man? No, I'm a black man. He's invalidating my experience as a black man. What will I do? Ah! wait, listen. Listen to this debauchery.
take it from a man who's done quite a bit of introspection and has a fully developed sense of empathy. No, it's not a normal male friend.
I'll play it again for you. I need you to listen to it.
Experience of being a man literally means nothing. So take it from a man who's done quite a bit of introspection and has a fully developed sense of empathy.
So take it from a man who has done a lot of self-reflection and a lot of empathy. These people think they are moral warriors. They think that they are slaughtering the moral high ground. How do you want to talk about, like, what did he say?
One day I'm going to confidently.
Oops.
That video as confident. You should be embarrassed to have posted that video as confidently as you did.
If
experience of being literally means nothing. So take it from a man who's done quite a bit of introspection and has a fully developed sense of empathy.
How fucking pathetic are these people?
No, it's not a normal male friendship to speak sexually and pervertedly about women.
Wait. Is he trying to ego you? I mean, dude, no. Johnny, I got something for you, brother. Brother. Wait. After this one, I got something for you. But listen, I need you to say, wait, what was that face?
No, it's not a normal male friendship to speak sexually and pervertedly about women.
Look at that. I got you. Sorry. Bro. It is. Why the fuck should we listen to him? He's a man and a white man. I'd rather listen to the black guy. He looks so smug, right? He thinks that he's doing something. Or at least he thinks bitches will think he's doing something.
Has a fully developed sense of empathy. No, it's not a normal male friendship to speak sexually and pervertedly about women.
It is. It's the same to do the opposite as well. What? Like, it is. The same way that it's normal for gay men to sit around and talk sexually and pervertedly about other men. The same way that it's normal for lesbians to sit around and sexually and pervertedly talk about other lesbians, right? Or maybe even just other women in general, right? You know what I mean? Same way it's acceptable for heterosexual women to sit in a group and talk sexually and pervertedly about men. Why is it like all of these are fine? As long as we're only talking about like consensual, oh yeah, I'd rape that bitch. Like, no, nigga, stop. Like, that shit's weird, you know what I'm saying? But to sit here, wait.
I can actually say confidently that 0% of the time I spend speaking to my male friends includes that. And so this whole saga has really culminated in 0% of the time I spend male friendship to speak sexually and pervertedly about women. I can actually say confidently that 0% of the time I spend speaking to my male friends includes that. And so this...
That nigga, one... I don't dog out in private with my friends. Yeah, exactly. That's cap. You know that nigga's capping his ass off. You know that motherfucker is not telling the truth, bro. You know for a fact he's not. You know what I didn't notice the first time? I need you to pay super close attention, okay? I need you to really sit here and stare at it.
Friendship to speak sexually and pervertedly about women. I can actually say confidently that 0% of the time I spend speaking to my male friends includes that.
It's absurd that you actually believe that you understand male friendships better than males. If women
What a surprise. Tony disregarding a woman's opinion with no valid basis for doing so, other than the fact that she's a woman. And then doubling down with somehow a worse argument that if women understand both male and female friendships, women must not be oppressed. I can say unequivocally, without doing an ounce of research, that there are hundreds, if not thousands of women who understand male friendship dynamics better than you do. Because there are actually a lot of high-level disciplines that include women that study this, and your anecdotal experience of being a man literally means nothing. So take it from a man who's done quite a bit of introspection and has a fully developed...
I'm sorry. Well, I need to hold on. Hold on. I'm psychoanalyzing him. Hold on.
Tony disregarding a woman's opinion with no valid basis for doing so, other than the fact that she's a woman. And then doubling down with somehow a worse argument that if women understand both male and female friendships, women must not be oppressed. I can say unequivocally, without doing an ounce of research, that there are hundreds, if not thousands of women who understand male friendship dynamics better than you do. Because there are actually a lot of high-level disciplines that include women that study this, and your anecdotal experience of being a man literally means nothing. So take it from a man who's done quite a bit of introspection and has a fully developed sense of empathy. No, it's not a normal male friendship to speak sexually and pervertedly about women. I can actually say confidently that 0% of the time I spend speaking to my male friends includes that. And so this whole saga has really culminated in you proving, based on your reaction, that you are an insecure, toxic, masculine man.
It's absurd.
Okay, so here's what piqued my interest the first time.
Sexually and pervertedly about women. I can actually say confidently.
Right here. Okay? If you've ever done any sort of if you looked at any sort of things, right, there are human beings generally have giveaways when they're lying, okay? Unless you're dealing with a really good liar. Generally, people give away signs that they're lying. The neck scratch, that's one of them, okay? And then so I was gonna ask y'all about that, and then I thought about it. Does he do it anywhere else in the video? And I was like, but there are other signs as well, right? Like if I'm making eye contact with you right before I lie, I'm going to break eye contact. Okay, that's another giveaway. There are other signs: profuse sweating, can't speak straight, like stumbling over your words and shit. Like there are plenty of other ones. Okay, and so I thought about this right here because listen to the comment that he says as he scratches his neck. Okay, listen. Okay.
Speak sexually and pervertedly about women. I can actually say confidently that 0% of the time I spend speaking to my male friends includes that. And so
I can say without a doubt in my mind, I like 0%. Like, he scratches his neck as he says, I don't ever talk about women sexually. I don't ever talk about this with my guy friends. He's lying. He is lying. Bro, arguing with these Abby followers made me realize none of them actually know what they're fighting for. Ask them to define what they're talking about and they can't do it. Exactly. No, I was in a live yesterday with RC and they couldn't do it. But so he's lying. He scratches his neck at just I could be crazy. I'm willing to admit that, okay? But remember earlier when I talked about like how to notice signs or how to pick up signs and shit like that? Right? These are the kind of things that you have to look out for. So sure, you could, let's say we're in an IRL interaction. You could say I'm bugging. You could say that I'm just, being whatever. Morning, Nate. What's going on, buddy? You could say that I'm just overreacting, right? But overreacting is better than underreacting and then something bad happened to me. Okay? So watch, he doesn't scratch his neck, but watch, and maybe it's just perfectly timed. But again, I'd rather overreact in person, right? So watch every time he looks away. He looks away at the exact same time in a statement when he's about to tell a lie.
It's absurd
Things that I believe that he believes is a lie, but he's just trying to get bitches.
that you actually believe that you understand male friendships better than males. If women understand...
what a surprise. Tony disregarding a woman's opinion with no valid basis for
Looks away right when he told a lie.
doing so.
Looks
other
away
than
right
the
when he
fact
told a
that
lie.
She's a woman, and then doubling down with somehow a
Doubling down was the worst idea. Looks away right as he tells a lie.
worse argument that if women understand both male and female friendships, women must not be
Women must not be oppressed. Looks away right before he tells the lie.
oppressed. I can say unequivocally, without doing an ounce of research, that there are hundreds, if
not thousands. Looks away right before he tells a lie.
thousands of
Consistently.
women who
Watch.
understand male friendship dynamics better than you do. Because there are actually a lot of high-level disciplines.
And he only looks away if the lie is a phrase, he only looks away at the start of the phrase. He doesn't look away ever again at the phrase.
That include women that study this, and your anecdotal experience
Looks away. Your anecdotal experience as a man means nothing.
of being a man literally means nothing. So take it from a man who's done quite a bit of introspection and has a fully developed sense of
Empathy. Looks away right at the beginning.
empathy. No, it's not a normal male friendship to speak sexually.
Looks away right as saying it's not normal to do this as males.
Pervertedly about women. I can actually say confidently that 0% of the time
Scratches his neck.
Speaking to my male friends includes that. And so this whole saga has really culminated in you proving, based on your reaction, that you are an insecure.
He doesn't believe that I proved anything, and he doesn't. There's like I said with the intelligence thing, hypocrisy says when you as a man are not. Exactly.
Toxic masculine man.
I've never been called insecure once in 24 years. I've never been called insecure. In fact, people don't like me because I'm arrogant. Is generally what I've heard. So, this disgusting beta cuck. Anyway, on to the next one, lads. Good God. Oh my God, I cannot believe Abby came and stitched my video. This bitch is so fucking stupid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I spent 45 minutes on like 3 videos.
So I don't know the specifics of this post, but reading the comments, it definitely proves something that I've been saying for a while. Women don't know what it's like to have male friends. They don't understand the dynamics of friendship between males. And reading those comments, yikes. Like there was one, they don't understand the fear they instill in us, or just a bunch of nonsense. That one, I just recently read that. Men say some of the most absolutely horrendous things to each other as friends. Crimes against humanity, just awful things. And it's all just, I mean, that's just how we communicate. I don't know. Like, I don't think a lot of women...
Like, look at this arrogant ass bitch. Like, I don't care if this is a fucking child or not. You are gonna struggle in life if you really think that highly of yourself.
Understand? If it seems like a joke, it probably is.
I think this idea that women misobserve male friendships is absolutely
I think this idea that females think they understand male to male interactions better than males is also absolutely absurd.
absurd. The reason that your female friends are so scared of you when they see you talking to your male friends
Is because they don't understand, and you fear what you don't understand.
are because they understand your friendship so well.
No, that is not true at all. That's not true at all. I can pull up another video, but she mentioned something about like you can understand and be an expert about tornadoes, but if you see a tornado coming towards your house, there's nothing you can do to save your house. It's like, okay, bitch, that's not the point though. If you first off, let's say you know everything about tornadoes. Let's use her example, right? If you know everything there is to know about tornadoes, okay, then you would know when a tornado could possibly be coming, okay? You're the best in the field. You know everything. So the point is you can save yourself. That's the point. In which case, yes, your analogy would be correct.
Well, in reality, the reason that women get so afraid of you when you say these things is because we know that you actually do hold these positions.
How do you know that? What makes you think that you know that? Here's the thing. I know I say it all the time because it's I would argue that it's more prevalent in females than males, okay? Women say things that they don't mean, okay? Not all of them, not as a monolith, but generally, right? You don't believe me? Go to an obese bitches comment section. See the kind of shit that you see there, okay? Go to an obese bitches comment section and you'll see all kinds of hyping that hoe up. They're capping, okay? Okay, they're projecting. They know that shit that comes out of their mouth is not true, okay? They know that their shit is not true, so they assume that what we say, it has to be. Bro, arguing with these Abby followers made me realize, wait, what? Oh, that's a follow. Oh, I forgot to say the last couple. Hold on. Grand Orcas, appreciate the follow. King Jacob, King 22 Jacob, appreciate the follow. I forgot to read those. Playboy 6905, appreciate the follow. I forgot to read those. I don't know why my brain, like, I saw them, but I was in the moment. They know our relationships are unhealthy, but can't avoid. You're terrible.
You're just too afraid to admit it to yourself in those.
They hype up that fat bitch because it's less competition. Yeah, I saw that take before. It's kind of interesting to say the least. Wait.
You hold these positions. You're just too afraid to admit it.
I didn't even like peep this shit the first time. Do you see how confident these motherfuckers are? She thinks that she understands men to a T. She's got us figured out. She, like, arrogance. It's just truly arrogance.
To yourself and those around you, and so you use joking as like this safety net from criticisms that you know you'd otherwise get if you overtly stated how you felt.
Is that the case some of the times? Yes, I agree. Sure, that is not the overwhelming case.
Nonetheless, let's see what else you have to say.
But one thing is funny to me. Men will say some of the most absolutely horrendous things to each other and be their ride or dies. Women will be the nicest they could possibly be to their friends,
130.
and they'll still cut each other's throat.
You were a centimeter away from getting the point.
Your teeth are a couple centimeters away from each other.
You failed to realize, but still somehow correctly assessed through this mind-numbing right.
I already told this bitch I'm not conservative. You go watch the debate. It's in there. I'm not. I've already stated I am not conservative. But she's like, again, she thinks that she understands. Oh, you use conservative talking points. You're conservative. Okay, they're probably leftist talking points that I use as well. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Not gonna lie to you, because I don't have to argue against conservatives all day. Because at the end of the day, like conservatives can, like people who are conservative can just agree to disagree, right? These people need their worldviews to be pushed onto the rest of the world.
Right-wing one-liner.
You don't believe me? Latinx. Look at that term.
The archetypes of interpersonal relationships of men and women are both equally as toxic. And furthermore, pedestalizing this male archetype under this false notion that it's somehow on a moral high ground to the female is the
Did not say that at all.
worst way you could have analyzed this, to say the least.
What do you know about analyzation? You don't even read the sources that you cite.
These two archetypes are the exact same thing. The only place that they differ is the ways in which they reach this level of toxicity. In the female archetype,
all races are the same. So it doesn't matter how I get to the finish line as long as I get to the finish line. If I run to the finish line versus if I bike to the finish line, I hit the finish line. That doesn't make sense.
Type that you described, women would mask their dislike or even hatred for one another through this form.
I've said it before on a completely different post about left-wingers and right-wingers. I would say that people on the right are more outwardly toxic. People on the left are more inwardly toxic or like snaky, right? I said if I was to die by an animal, I would rather die by the lion just mauling me to death. At least I know that the lion is there, rather than a snake coming up and biting me and then me suffering slowly and dying. I don't know. That's just me.
Of like overt chirpiness or happiness towards that person. And the male archetype that you described does the exact same thing, just inversed. They use the exact same tactic of safety net joking, but instead of aiming them at marginalized communities, they aim them at each other. And do not mistake my words, I'm not saying that this thought process is conscious by any means. If anything, it's severely unconscious. And nonetheless, I'm sure you'll still be stitching this video talking
I remember this point.
About how you simply do not have thoughts like this, and I have no idea what I'm talking about.
And the thing is like people actually came to my page was like, haha, she got you. She said exactly what you're gonna do. It's like, yeah, I mean, like any idiot, Paprika, the sick fig, appreciate the follow. And it's like, oh yeah, she called you out. She knew exactly what you're gonna do. It's like, yeah, my response is gonna be that a woman doesn't know how a man thinks, and that you have no idea what you're talking about. Duh, that's gonna be my response. Anybody could have told you that. Congrats. Round of applause. I'm gonna tell someone that they don't know what they're talking about when they clearly don't know what the fuck they're talking about. What a crazy thought!
But I digress. Let's see your closing statement.
And for that one comment, is it
straight up gaslighting? Just straight up gaslighting.
Just straight up gaslighting.
Can't say I'm surprised, but it's definitely a fitting way to end this video. However, I would like to end on this note. Framing your bigotry, or in this case, vitriolic misogyny, as a punchline does not cancel out the fact that it is still bigotry.
God, she's so dumb. I hope she matures. Who the fuck is this nigga? What is this? The good guys who have to point out they're good guys. That can't be talking about me. He feels triggered? What? Hold on.
Every time I think my faith in the male species has been restored, JK, my faith in the male species will never be.
If women did know, why do they have so many questions when we're just staring off thinking of nothing? It also wouldn't be so hard to get us gifts or
be restored. But y'all turn around and do some weird shit like this. Roll a clip.
So I don't know the
Continue.
specifics of this post.
And that should have been your indication to leave it alone.
I mean, nah.
But let's continue.
But I mean, like I said,
Comments, it definitely proves something that I've been
I don't know the specifics of the post because but the comments were saying what I wanted to talk about, so I used the comments. Like that's why I really didn't even talk about what the fucking creator was like talking about.
Women don't know what it's like to have male friends. They don't understand the dynamics of friendship between males.
Now let's take a quick pause again. She said when she was in a room full of her male friends. What did the dynamic between male friends have to do with what she said? What? Let's continue.
That's not even worth responding to, honestly. I cannot respond to that in good faith. That's literally not worth responding to. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you are so fucking stupid that you missed the point when you just said the point, then it's not worth talking about.
Comments, yikes. Like there was one, they don't understand the fear they instill in us, or just a bunch of nonsense. That one, I just recently read that. Men say some of the most absolutely horrendous things to each other as friends. Crimes against humanity, just awful things. And it's all just, I mean, that's just how we communicate. I don't know. Like, I don't think a lot of women understand. If it seems like a joke, it probably is.
The things males say to one another seem like crimes against humanity. And if it seems like a joke, then it probably is a joke.
Correct.
The things males say to one another. She wasn't talking about that.
Get this cuck off my screen. Okay, so what is she talking about? Tell me, what is she talking about? Because the comments say one thing. Because the comments say one thing. Next video, because this motherfucker didn't watch. Like, the comments are saying one thing. So, who's confused here? The original girl was talking about how her guy friends make sexual jokes to her, then she feels unsafe because of that, which I can understand, but the way she formatted the video was wrong. Okay, see? But the way that she formatted the video, completely wrong. Like, it doesn't make it seem like to her. It just makes it seem like they're making jokes around her that make her feel unsafe. Like, it's not the same thing at all. So, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? And not all males make jokes like that.
Did I say all? Did I say all? I don't remember saying all. I don't think I ever say all in my videos. I don't like all. I don't like never. I don't like always. I don't like these words. Some of them I probably use at least once, sure. But I don't like these words. So,
because basically what you're saying is that y'all walk around.
Here's the thing. Chat. Listen to me, motherfuckers. Listen to me. If you ever hear a motherfucker say, so what you're saying is, or I feel like, what is about to, if that precedes their statement, they're about to say some fucking bullshit, okay? 100% of the time. If you hear them say, so what you're saying is, they are not fucking listening. A better analogy would be, I'd rather get killed by a lion because they're going to kill you before they eat you, rather than a grizzly who would eat you while you're still alive. God damn.
Around making.
Here we go. If they
make jokes like that. Because basically what you're saying is that y'all.
If they say that, they about to say some bullshit.
Walk around making jokes about SA. Where's the joke in that?
Yes. Like, this is either a male feminist or a homosexual male. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, 100%, I would die on that hill. I live in Atlanta, so I'm going with the latter. Not gonna lie. Is he even IG? The fuck is this?
And I think Christina gonna be the drunkest because it's her birthday. She.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's not.
But anyway, check Twitter following. Not this nigga, bro. Oh my god. Yeah. That's enough.
About SA.
I'm so sick and tired of motherfuckers. I hate when motherfuckers try to say, "Oh, that's not funny," or like, "Oh yeah, you can't joke about that." Nigga, you can. You can joke about anything. Any general topic is on the table. I don't care. Any general topic is on the table. Now, I have no problems with like dead dad jokes. I don't care about dead dad jokes, right? But if your friend has a father who died and he's like, not okay with you making jokes about it, then you don't make jokes about it. That's your responsibility as his friend, right? But if you're with another group of friends who don't have any dead dads and they don't care, then you can make the jokes. There's no topic that is off the table. So to you, it's not funny. That doesn't mean that it's not a funny topic. There is no non-funny topic. That's why I say it to Aaron.
Where's the joke in that? It's not funny.
To you.
And also, she's not a male. But let's continue.
One thing is funny to me. Men will say some of the most absolutely horrendous be to their friends, and why do you think that is? And for that one, is it possible you're instilling fear into yourself?
Maybe the jokes are just not funny to anyone. But here's the
See, these people, they project. They cannot believe that people think differently from them. They literally cannot believe. Just because it is not funny to you does not mean that it is not funny to anyone. Those are not the same things. You cannot take your own experiences, your own feelings, your own opinions, and project them onto the rest of the world. The rest of the world may have and does have different opinions. What a crazy fucking thought.
thing, since men are a lot less likely.
There's no way it would be funny to anyone. Imagine being like, these people are so fucking arrogant. These people are so fucking arrogant. They cannot believe that anyone has a different opinion than them. Like, they cannot believe that.
To report essay against them from another male. But here's the thing, since men are a lot less likely to report essay against them.
I would love to see a stat on that.
From another male, then just maybe,
wait,
the men are a lot less likely to report essay against them from another male.
Men are just less likely to report essay in general. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman.
Then just maybe, the men are laughing because they're embarrassed, because they don't want to talk about their experience. You ever think about that? Second of all,
is this nigga calling them gay?
Maybe it's not funny to women because it's what women experience on an ongoing basis.
The reason I hate this argument is because it doesn't make sense. That's like saying cancer is a terrible thing, which I agree, right? Cancer is a terrible thing, and many people have lost loved ones and even almost an own life due to cancer. Therefore, you cannot make a cancer joke, right? But what about the cancer patients who make cancer jokes? What about them? What about them, right? Someone that I knew, their father killed himself. Do you know how many dead dad jokes they told after their dad killed himself? I never did it because I was like, that's damn. But like, do you have any dead dad jokes she made? Like, and again, it's like with the friend thing that I said earlier. If you have a friend who's not comfortable with you making jokes of any topic, then you as their friend have a responsibility to no longer make those kinds of jokes. Cool. Like, awesome. But these people are just so fucking stupid.
And again, data proves that. But you was just so ready to prove your point that you completely negated her actual lived experience.
See, the reason why I hate these people is because, bro, I haven't, okay, but I've stated that now. Why do people just assume that I haven't been sexually assaulted? You can't just assume that someone hasn't been sexually assaulted, right? With all these high numbers that you want to throw out, right? You can't just assume that someone hasn't been sexually assaulted. So what? What about my lived experience? What about that? Like,
what? Be fucking for real.
These idiots just parrot each other, man.
And the thing that always comes to top of mind when I see shit like this is that,
why are you people so stupid?
If you're this adamant about coming online and convincing women that you or other men are safe, they probably need to stay clear of you.
Who? When did I say that? When have I ever said, oh yeah, I'm one of the good guys. Yeah, you're safe around me, baby. I promise. I'll do you right. I'll keep you safe. I'll keep them rapists away, them murderers away, them robbers away, them assaulters away. When have I ever said that?
Safe, and that you or other men are safe, they probably need to stay clear of y'all. You're
If the gay men are coming after me, that means Drew won't be far behind. Say goodbye to my main account, lads.
probably you or other comes to top of mind when I see shit like this is that
Nah, this dude's a fucking moron, not gonna lie to you. Okay. Anyway, back to the other videos, not with that fucking...
Damn, I'm really sorry to hear that. But if it's multiple guy friends,
Sorry to hear that, but it's your fault. That's basically what you are saying.
Hey, chat, what I say to you, motherfuckers, what I say to you. What did I say? If they say, so basically what you're saying is they're about to say some bullshit. There are some dumb shit's about to come out their fucking mouth. You already know, every single time.
damn, I'm really sorry to hear that. But if it's multiple guy friends,
Sorry to hear that, but it's your fault. That's basically what you are saying.
If they say anything along those lines, they're not listening. They do not give a fuck. They do not give a fuck. They're not listening. But this one's a text one. Translation, the video makes me so mad. There are many cases of abuse, essay, etc. I don't want to believe that the perpetrator would be able to do such a thing because they seem so nice. Because some people are good at hiding their true intentions. Not every rapist abuser gives off rape abuser vibes. Why are we blaming the victim instead of the perpetrator? Stop the victim blaming. Yeah, you have no idea what you're talking about. Honestly, like if you are gonna miss the point this hard, don't even fucking speak. Basically, and I commented this too. Basically, what this video is I said one thing, she reacted to it, and she allowed her emotions to guide her about what I said, and then change what I said to make that justify her feelings. Basically, you're giving a solution to help prevent. Right? That video makes me so mad. There are so many cases of abuse, essay, etc. Yeah, cool. Where nobody believed that the perpetrator would be able to do such a thing. Okay, what does that have to do with my video? Because they seem so nice because people are good at hiding their true intentions. Not every rapist abuser gives off rape or abuser vibes. I disagree. I disagree 90% of the time. Not gonna lie to you. I do. Why are we blaming the victim? Never said I blame the victim. In fact, many times I've said I blame the perpetrator. I think the perpetrator has committed a crime and should be put in prison. They did a bad thing. Cool. Glad we're on the same page. Not the victim blaming. I didn't blame the victim. These people. Fuck. Like these people, I'm telling you, they literally say the same 5 things. They repeat each other. Like I've showed you so many different videos, and they're all saying the same fucking things. Oh yeah, this is the nigga who called me a black Republican and was talking about how black Republicans are a disgrace. Did this get taken down?
if it's
Here we
multiple
go.
guy friends,
Or is it possible that predators would walk around saying that they're predators and they act innocent like a wolf in sheep's clothing, so they have an opportunity to take advantage of you? Okay, you can think that. I mean, I just don't even have a response to that. I can't be fucked again. Like I'm telling you, what? I can't be fucked to respond to the same thing 6 times. This nigga's a loser. He tagged me 3 times in the same video. Get a fucking life. Oh yeah, this embarrassment of a male.
I feel the same way. Men.
You notice how all the males who respond to me look like the most soy boy cucks possible? Can I get one masculine looking dude who disagrees with me? That's it.
Men do that because they're allowed to feel comfortable around other men who feel the same way. You can be more open about your thoughts and feelings in a group setting when you know that group
This nigga watches Ben Shapiro and hates everything that he says, but likes how he says it.
reciprocates them. Men have no issue talking about women in a very sexually objectifying manner in a group setting because they know that that energy is reciprocated. If you think the issue is that women just don't understand the difference between guys telling a joke and guys being completely serious with each other, then I think your issue is that you just think women are stupid.
It's not that women are stupid. It has nothing to do with stupidity. I don't understand women to a certain degree. Like I have no idea. How are you gonna gaslight women into thinking they're crazy for feeling objectified and threatened when men objectify and threaten?
I think your issue is that you just think women are stupid.
It has nothing to do with like, I mean, you can say that it's stupid, but I think it's more so ignorance. Just like I'm ignorant on how female relationship works, female to female interactions work. Like I don't know. Like
the energy of conversations that guys have about women is inherently a threatening one. A good example of this is like when a guy will like tell his friend group that he's into this girl, right? I can assure you that conversation is gonna turn sexual immediately. They're not gonna talk about like her personality. Conversation is gonna turn sexual immediately. They're not gonna talk about like her personality.
They're not gonna talk about her personality, bro. Oh my god. Bro. This nigga said they're not gonna talk about her personality.
There's no verbal threat being made in this conversation, but it's objectifying. That objectification makes it threatening.
I can't take this nigga seriously because they just said they're not gonna talk about her personality. Let me do a scene for you real quick, okay? Hey guys, I just met this girl. Oh yeah? What about her? Hey bro, I don't know, man. I think she's the one. She's really pretty. You know, she thinks I'm funny. You know, she's got a great thing going for her. You know, I think that I want to you know, actually like get into a relationship with this girl. Like I'm really into her. Oh man, damn guy, I'm proud to hear that. Does that sound like a conversation that men could have? And then exactly what I was about. That was the next thing, Jacob. You got ahead of me. Like, yeah, women do the same shit. Oh my god, he's so hot. Like, oh, and his arms are fucking huge. I bet. You think he's got a big dick? I think he's got a big dick. Men objectify women, women objectify men. Oh, but because the patriarchy, it's not the same thing. It's not even worth responding to. Like, I wanted to go through all of these videos, but holy shit, it's the same shit. Like, where are my autists at? I want to see good shit. Oh, I skipped some video. Oh, no, it's this one. Jackass. Oh, this is a different video. I don't care about this one. I don't give a flying fuck about that one. I don't like it. That one's just a regular stitch. Who cares? God damn, I have so many tabs open, bro.
I told my husband that I was essayed and his reaction shocked me. He told me bad things happen to bad people and that it was my fault for hanging around bad people.
Oh, I remember. Somebody tagged me in this bullshit. Andreas? From the gym? What's going on, Andreas?
Revealed the age that it happened.
Like, and I remember what this was. Somebody tagged me in this to like try to prove a point. And I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with the comment that was referring to multiple male friends? What does that have to do with anything? You didn't prove anything. No? Oh, okay. Just making sure. I have a friend named Andreas. What's going on? I absolutely love your content, W. Mentioned you in a video. Hey, remember chat? Remember what I just said about like a lot of the guys who are stitching my videos and saying shit look like soy boy cucks?
If it's multiple guy friends, is it possible you're just terrible at picking friends?
Or is it possible that you're terrible at opening your mouth and talking? Because that's the worst thing I've ever heard.
If it's multiple...
You know what's crazy? I've heard people say things like Jews aren't human beings, black people aren't human beings, women don't deserve rights. Like people legitimately believe this, not like as jokes, not like haha it's funny, no, but like supremacist groups and right. And this is the worst thing he's ever heard. This is the type of soy boy ass motherfuckers who really think. And his comments didn't even agree with him. Base, disgusting.
I made a video last night talking.
I'm not watching that shit. I'm not watching that shit. That shit's 5 minutes long. I don't know if this is a male or female. Not gonna lie to you.
If it's multiple guy friends, is it possible you're just terrible at picking
Also,
friends?
no wonder you don't have any friends. Interesting take.
So you're saying that if a woman makes a simple
Wait,
mistake,
chat. What? Ah! Get that shit off my screen. Chat. What did I say? What the fuck did I say?
Guy friends, is it possible you're just terrible at picking?
If they say, so what you're saying is they're not listening. They don't give a fuck. If you ever hear someone say, so what you're saying is, tell them to stop talking right there.
Picking friends.
so you're saying that if a woman makes a simple mistake or uses slightly bad judgment, they deserve to be sexually assaulted?
If they use the phrase, so what you're saying is, or anything similar to it, they're not listening. Do not have a conversation with that motherfucker, okay? So what you're saying is the calling card of a fool. No, like, y'all see what I'm talking about, right? If they use that phrase, they're not listening. Holy shit. And then this dumbass made another video.
It's absurd.
When it gets to the point where girls are stitching him, calling him a white knight, you know, it's weird.
That you actually believe that you understand male.
The way those words never left your mouth. I never said deserve. I never makes a small mistake or has a judgment, lapse in judgment. She deserves to be. Shut the fuck up.
Relationships better than males. If women under.
What a surprise. Tony disregarding a woman's
Oh yeah, wait.
and you prove.
Oh yeah, this was the white knight. Okay, I already looked at this one. That fucking moron. An absolute ape.
One, ever had a person ever say that I was unintelligent? Or especially room temperature IQ, God for.
I have never been called stupid in real life. That means that you all are wrong, and I'm not stupid. I'm very smart.
I didn't even say that I was smart. I mean, I believe I am, of course. I'm very elitist about my attitude. But, like, in 24 years, I have never, ever, and I'm saying that with 100% certainty, had a person call me stupid. And legitimately mean it. In 5 months on TikTok, I've been called stupid many times. Which one do you think I can use better?
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. By the way, that was called an exaggeration.
You should floss your gums and get braces. You should also shave off your facial hair. It looks fucking, or at least trim it. Something, bro. You got a lot going on here. I promise you this won't get you bitches.
Someone exaggerates a point to make it more funny. And also, humor is subjective.
I'm 99% sure he's autistic. Not saying that's a bad thing, because I might be autistic, but, like, I'm pretty sure he's autistic. All these guys are saying pick me or gay. Yeah. Mentioned you in a video. That video was confusing. Oh, yeah, this one. This is the Abby one.
An entire course of action simply by understanding that course of action is the worst logic I've ever heard me, especially when we're talking about socioeconomic power.
So you said
Women
men
couldn't.
wielded their gender as a weapon, okay? So why did women not do the same thing? 10 billion people, 190 plus countries, 12,000 years of human civilization. Why did women not do the same thing?
Why did Jewish people just not have the Holocaust happen to them? Like, what the fuck?
You can't give a TLDR of an article that you've read before?
I haven't sat and read this entire thing.
You haven't sat and read the entire article that you used as a source? Let me see if I can go find this article. Found it. So, let me play this clip.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at an abstract or a summary of the article at the top, it's pretty safe to assume that's what the article is about.
The modern world are still patriarchal. This was the article, by the way. I get, like, there's no, I mean, I guess this is a summary. But look how long this article is. We're not talking about a 200-page research paper, okay? Look how long this article is. Even if you're a slow reader, let's assume you're a slow reader, okay? This would take 20 minutes to read. Do I have Word on this computer? I do not. This would take 20 minutes to read, even if you're a slow reader. And you couldn't even be bothered to read it. By the way, in the debate, if you go watch it, this article proves what I was saying, by the way. This article proves what I was saying. This argument is literally, like, but she wouldn't know that because she doesn't fucking read them.
I think I've brought it up at least 10 times now. The unpaid labor that women have to do at home after
How
giving
can you cite a source to prove your point, but you haven't read the whole thing? She's still in high school and she's already forgot.
birth, especially, and having to stay home and nearly get fired from their...
Not patriarchal. Why is that unpaid labor all of a sudden no longer patriarchal? Oh, I gotta edit that I want to do. Oh, I gotta edit that I want to do after the stream. LJ's Revenge? Why do I remember this name? That's not what I wanted to click on.
If it's multiple guy friends, is it possible you're just terrible at picking friends?
I don't even got words for this. This is...
Oh my god, bro. It's like, what are we at, 5? The only men who are disagreeing with me consistently are soy boy cucks or homosexual males. And not even to say that all homosexuals don't like my homosexual males don't like my content, because I know one who does. I'm not gonna name him, but I know one who does. Your nails are painted, bro.
This is disgusting. Grow the fuck up.
Oh, good rebuttal. Good rebuttal. 10 out of 10. Honestly, I have no way to come back from that. What a fucking moron. Oh, and then you have this fucking mental patient. I don't know what the fuck this is.
If it's multiple guy friends, is it possible you're just terrible at picking friends?
Victim blaming? Mm-hmm. Do you think we should blame the guys instead?
What a fucking weirdo. What? Oh.
If it's multiple guy friends, is it possible you're just terrible at picking friends?
Oh my god, please. Off of this comment alone. Oh, he's an idiot. Oh my god. Oh.
Damn, dude, my sister was right. It really is all men, ain't it? Like, some girl was like, yeah, I've literally trusted multiple men and they've still...
Then you have issues with giving out your trust. Where is the confusion there?
Violated me. And his first thought was, well, you need to pick better. I have an idea. How about...
You people are absolute morons. Who said that was my first thought?
Us men just deciding that we need to be better instead of making everything... I can't, dude. Oh.
This is the problem with these people. I'll break it down using his words.
Us men just deciding that we need to be better.
So us men deciding that we need to be better. Fine, I concede that point. So then you as an individual making that statement acknowledge that there are people who are bad. Okay? If there are people who are bad, it's not up to us as the good people, let's say the good people, right? The non-bad people, to change them. You have to live your life knowing that there are bad people. Let me ask you a question. Do you lock your car doors? Do you lock your house? Why? People should just learn to not steal from you or rob from you or rob you, right? Like, it's these people are so fucking stupid.
Instead of making everything, I can't, dude. Oh, I'm so sorry you were sexually assaulted. Be smarter next time. Like, this is her fault.
You know, it's funny. He says my first thought is, like, you need to be smarter. But if the first thing that comes out of my mouth is I'm sorry that happened to you, then quite literally my first thought is I'm sorry that happened to you. Like, that shouldn't happen to people. That's like your own video doesn't make sense. I'm thinking about whether I should once I'm done with this, when I upload it to YouTube, I'm thinking about whether I should go through and tag all these creators, but then I think about how long that would take, and I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking about it. Now, what am I, like 6 for 6 for soy boys are gay? This nigga tagged me in this video again.
It seems only fair that we check out...
Oh no, it's a different video.
I kicked my pregnant girlfriend out of the house. So I 20...
It seems only fair that we check out his response video. Friendships is absolutely absurd.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go through this garbage.
I agree, there is an absurdity to it. It's absurd that you actually believe that you understand male friendships better than males. If women understand men so well, let me ask you a question. I already unfortunately know that you believe in the patriarchy. So if women understand men better than men do, and women also understand women better than men do as well, then in your own beliefs, how are women oppressed?
Men who don't rape need to be better and not rape. When they're men who don't rape need to be better and not rape when they're already not raping. That sentence, I know what you mean, but holy shit, that hurt my brain.
Does not save you from the negative effects of that thing. Understanding something does not save you from the negative effects of that thing.
That's not, I mean, I could give you 100 examples where that's not true at all. If I understand that tigers don't attack me when they know that I see them, then I know that I can make a mask that has 3 faces and then 2 faces here and then 1 face in the back, obviously with my face being the face in the front, and I'll know that they won't attack me, right? If I know that if I'm in the ocean, I should not splash around, then because sharks will think that I am a seal and attack me, then that will keep me safe. If I, like example she's about to use, if I understand tornadoes, then I can understand when tornadoes are going to form and I can leave and I cannot get hurt by tornadoes. So that's not true.
Understanding something does not save you from the...
So it 100% can save you from the negative. Don't understand how it's wrong to tell women they need to take precautions to protect themselves and these type of things, especially think these guys who keep stitching or some of these weirdos who... Yeah, I mean, it was the same thing with that other motherfucker, that one brown dude. I don't remember what his name was. But that weirdo who was virtue signaling, I don't remember his name.
Effects of that thing. For example, let's say that there's a tornado that is hurling towards your house, and you understand tornadoes.
So in her analogy makes sense if you ignore what I said.
You know everything about them, you've studied them for your entire life. That is still not going to save you from the fact that it is about to hurl through your house and...
Because she's like the negative effects, and this is what she's not, like, she's educated. And I'd say she's above average intelligence. To me, she's still a fucking idiot. But so what she does is she doesn't strawman you in a way that's noticeable if you're not paying attention. So what I said was, if you understand men and male to male interactions, then how do you let them oppress you? If you understand all interactions, right, male to male and female to female, female to male, and understand all of them, you understand it better than we do, then how are you oppressed, right? And then she says understanding something does not stop you from the negative effects of that thing, right? And that's where she strawmans. But if you're not paying attention, you won't notice it. I'm saying as an individual, she's saying from effects. That's why she uses house and not you. It will save you, right? But it will not save your house, sure.
Destroy it. This idea that you can stop an entire course of action simply by understanding that course of action is the worst logic I've ever heard me. Understanding that course of action is the worst logic I've ever heard me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's the worst logic. I don't know.
Especially when we're talking about socioeconomic power, which would in this case be patriarchy.
Which isn't real.
It's a system in which men hold more social and economic power.
I mean, define economic power. Like, women make up 80% of the consumer decisions. Women make 80% of buying decisions, but only represent 13% of CEOs. But buying decisions is economic power, no? Imagine if women just decided to stop spending money. 80% of buying decisions would be gone. I think that's a lot of economic power.
Than women. And women...
And social power, I mean, women control hookup culture. Remember when Roe v. Wade was threatened and they were like, oh, yep, hookup culture's over. I mean, that's a lot of social power, right? The fact that these soy boy cucks exist, the fact that fuckboys exist, right? Not even everyone in between, but just those two extremes, they exist because women allow them to exist. Because one end thinks, oh, this will get me laid. The other thinks, I'm getting laid, right? So, like, women control everything. Women have, in a sense, always controlled everything. Like, they think that they don't, but that even in patriarchal societies, they still have.
Women can understand that system all day long. They can understand every single intricate detail about patriarchy.
If I understand every single intricate detail about the stock market, do you think that I'm going to lose in the stock market?
However, simply understanding it alone isn't going to be what brings them equal social and economic power. Understanding this power structure can certainly help in the process of liberation. However, understanding on its own is never going to eradicate it. But nonetheless, let's continue.
I would never say that I understand female-to-female interaction. Not make
insight by performing a certain type of behavior. However, I would still argue that the level of insight by performing a certain type of behavior. However, I would still argue that those on the receiving end of that behavior would understand it infinitely more than you do.
What end are you on of male-to-male interactions?
And I would say this logic applies to any oppressed group of people.
And remember what I said in the Discord. This is why she loses right here. This logic applies to any oppressed group of people. Okay, so by her logic, I'm black, I'm oppressed. This is what white people do all the time. White people will talk down to you and act as though they have all of the answers and they know exactly what they're talking about, but realistically, they have no idea what's going on. Consistently is what they will do. She doesn't get to have an opinion on that because she's white and I'm black.
People have a tendency to understand their oppressor more than the oppressor understands
Marxism
themselves. And I would even argue that the oppressor never fully grasps the gravity of their own actions and behaviors because of the fact that they are never on the receiving end of them. But again, I digress. Let's finish the video.
If women understand men, then how did these things happen multiple times?
If you overtly stated how you felt.
That just has to be projecting. Really believe that to be to think that you understand.
Saying before, the same thing that would qualify me to speak about how well I understand men would be the same exact thing that would qualify you to speak about how well you understand white people. You have been on the receiving end of their actions as a whole, whereas compare video, but if you want
I don't feel like fucking bothering.